something that we've been talking about doing for a long time, and we finally got it put together, and it's here. It is a bit of a collaborative one because we built the train, but James Ritzman did do the fences and the gate, and Bob Day supplied all the greenery and every single dinosaur you see here.
That's good, because you got a few different builders from the show involved.
Yes, absolutely. Specifically because I don't have this many dinosaurs, this variety or this quantity. So Bob was a big part of making this happen for sure.
So we want to start with the train. Maybe you can stop it real quick and we can jump into a little more detail on how that came together and the kind of how that is built.
Absolutely, yeah. So the original inspiration for the train engine here is the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer tour, right? And so the idea was to make it look like the Explorer, have a big window. Those had that big bubble, sunroof on the top. So this is a Slave One cockpit window used to make it a nice big glass window on the front there, armored just like the trucks were and everything. Same coloring as the trucks, just really to look like that tour car that we saw, right? And then going on to the tram cars, which Andy made, those were
basically, yeah, we saw the Jeeps, and I like the color scheme. I think we can make a tram, kind of hide the wheels, make a tram car like a Universal Studios backlot kind of tram. And once one was made, you can make multiples. So made 4 for this time. We have other thoughts of how to change it, but
there are custom decals on there as well, right?
There are, yeah. I did a little Photoshop and then had some friends print it out and stick them on, and we have more ideas. But this was the way it was for this one, and we like it. It translates well as a tram car, and kind of want to go on the backlot tour, right?
Sure, it gives that kind of iconic look for it. So then if we move on from there, what do we have coming in this corner over here?
Yeah, so this actually came about from a couple other guys that had the set there of the engine, the cargo train, and then one of the other guys made a little enclosure for one of these guys, and we thought it'd be funny, since we had so many more of them, kind of just taking over and trying to get that guy, rescue him, if you will, just to tell another side story. That we don't have any power in that one. It's just kind of just a display over there, but makes it something interesting to look at for sure.
And then moving inside the fence, what do we have? You got some great trees there, and then a very big range of dinosaurs.
Yes, that really is what it is. Again, shout out to Bob for all his great dinosaurs, and the goat. If you see right there, we do have the goat in the very center, which is great. But the idea of just getting a representation of some of the big dinosaurs in there. The raptors were added in later just because he's got so many great raptors here that those were just an addition to it that just makes it a nice full pen, if you will.
Right. And then beyond that, what do we have on this side of the layout?
When we started putting together, basically had some help, plant some greenery, and everyone kind of pitched in. And then some of the things that I think that came out great was throwing in the Duplo trees. It adds a very prehistoric look to it. It is definitely different. People do notice that, or the extra little things that the teasers of things that are in there, maybe Rex from Toy Story, or different things that are going. People, oh wait, I see what you did there. The ants on the hill there, or whatever, and it just kind of been kind of fun how it slowly has changed even over the last couple of days. People helping to add things and give input on it.
What is set up like for this type of display with the train track, and you got all the trees and everything?
Honestly, basically it was green base plates on Thursday and a bunch of bins separated out by element, and we just went to town putting everything together, and it is probably will never be the same twice. Just it's always changing.
Do you get a lot of kids and parents coming by that recognize different scenes here and the inspiration for it?
Yes, in fact, one of the things we noticed the most was the goat. The adults, all the parents came by, oh, there's the goat. And then the kids went, oh, look at the hot dog. And we got told by many of the kids that the hot dog is in the wrong, it should be in the other dinosaur, because apparently, in Indominus there, because apparently it's in some Netflix show that they actually feed the hot dogs to him. It's how they lure him out. Some 12-year-olds were telling me earlier, they're like, oh, then the dads are just looking at me, shaking their heads. I don't know what they're talking about. And I'm like, neither do I. I know the goat. I got that. But I don't know. It's definitely reaching out to everybody, with the youngest and the oldest.
Mm-hmm. That's great. It's good when you can kind of have that iconic, piece of pop culture that then you can transition into Lego and bring all that together.